Hey kids, welcome back to this week's edition of Fashion Photo Review, where myself, Raven, and
Raja
will be recapping all the fashions from the main stage of this season of Get Into It.
This has got to be one of the most beautiful dresses I've ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, the combination of nude and crystals. I mean, when was the last time you were nude and had crystal?
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm asking you.
Usually she gets nude after she does crystal. The silhouette, the shape, the color, everything is placed right on this. The hair, the jewelry. So this to me is a complete toot. I toot this from head to toe, inside and out.
I am tooting Aurora Borealis crystals all over her face. I'm tooting it that much. I love it. You know, Raven, purple and violet historically is the color of royalty, so.
I'm not royalty. But
you'll never be royal.
Is she gonna be the next drag superstar?
She could be, but not in that dress.
It's pretty. It seems kind of typical.
Yeah, I have a tendency to go for things that are a little bit more shocking and daring, so this doesn't really do a ton for me. Very safe.
It's safe to say I think this will get a boot only for the fact that it seems safe, but I would give it a toot for the fact that it does look beautiful. I think the hair looks good, the jewelry looks good with it.
I'm gonna give it a toot also, but let's just, you know what? This is season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Let's make it a little more peppy and more exciting. Bleed on it, kill someone, bleed in it.
Burn it.
Burn it. Wow, this is, she's giving me some sort of princess.
It's kind of princess, it's kind of maybe inaugural ball. I just don't get the nest of hair on top of the head.
You know what would have gone really well with this whole thing? A leather jacket over the whole thing.
Maybe all the way to the floor with a hoodie. Maybe we should just boot the shit out of this and move on to the next.
Boots.
More feathers.
Lace.
First girl, she had a nest. This one actually has the bird on her head.
Lace and feathers, a running theme. I kind of like it. I see what direction they were trying to go with this. There's a little McQueen moment, I'd say, with the raven on her head.
Yep, she's got a raven on her head.
Ah.
I love the gown, and I like the use of the feathers on the head, and I like the way the feathers are actually placed on the head this time, as opposed to just kind of being
random,
shoved in there. To me, this is a complete toot.
Toot.
Fly, bird, fly.
Fucking A.
I love the lace appliques. I love the beads. I love the pearls. I love the hair. I love the jewelry. I think that this is very kind of J-Lo-ish.
Yes, I do see J-Lo. I love it. I think it's daring to wear white. I'm not sure if this will be airing after Labor Day or however the fuck that rule works, but I think it was very lovely. I love the textures, and you know what? I say get that pearl necklace all over your motherfucking dress.
Toot it.
Toot it.
We're seeing this queen in sequin. She's a big queen that doesn't mind making it sparkle. I love the cut of this one.
I do too. There's something very Adele about it, and I appreciate that. I love shines. I think she looks fantastic. I love a big girl who's not afraid to add a little shine, because sometimes people just want to pull back and make themselves look real dull and matronly. I say throw some fucking shit all over it, make yourself sparkle.
I think she looks beautiful this week.
Me too. Lovely.
I love the gown completely. It's a complete toot.
Toot. I am really enjoying the color on this queen. I love that sort of deep, rich, like, what color is that? Like blood red, maybe. Oh, that's sexy. Thank you. This is kind of a common silhouette for her. I think she really knows her shape, and I like that. Overall, it's great. I think it looks like a really beautiful Christmas package. Merry Christmas to this outfit.
I'm indifferent.
I'm tooting it.
I'm rooting it.
I am in love with this look from head to toe.
Socks. Frocks and socks.
I mean, why as drag queens are we not allowed to be beautiful and pregnant? Why can't we shop at a P in the pod?
I absolutely love the shoes. I love the dress. I love the bit in the hair. I love how it's swept out away from the face.
You know what that style is called? It's called status. Like Carolina Herrera, you know, it's like blown back.
It's very 1980s, Christy Brinkley.
Right. Shoulder
living.
pads.
Yeah. This to me is someone who is taking drag and saying, you know what? I'm a dude. I'm dressing up. I'm having fun.
Yes.
I've seen her do glamour, and she's giving glamour with a little bit of camp. What's wrong with this? Nothing. Drag is not about being a passable, pretty, petite woman.
Yes.
obviously.
I like a juxtaposition of ideas. You know, there's something that's beautiful about it, and then there's also this really weird, quirky, kind of weird, crazy element, and I think it's time for that. Fuck all those boring sequence dresses and fluff and nonsense. Let's just bring more of this. Toot.
Toot.
Definitely. Toot.
Double toot.
You know, if she were in front of me right now with that pregnant belly, I'd go toot.
Once again, looks like she went down to the alley and found a gown in a size 16 and said, okay, I'm gonna grab this one because it'll fit and I'm wearing it on the main stage tonight.
For those who don't know where Santee Alley is, it's a place here where you can get really cheap shit in LA, and so basically it just kind of looks kind of cheap and predictable.
I realize that it's drag, and drag is all about sequin and all that,
Right.
but you know, it's also 2014 and there are many different ways to do drag. This just seems very safe.
It's pretty disappointing. I would have imagined, I don't know, it seemed like everyone else has such beautiful, elaborate things, and this one's just kind of like, meh, I don't know. Dare I say I'd boot it?
A boot.
Ooh, boot it. I think it's beautiful. I love the pink hair with the sort of frosted pink dress is really beautiful. I love the little zipper detail is interesting because it adds a little bit more of a rock and roll edge to it.
I have nothing nice to say. I don't like the shape of the body. I don't like the print of that ugly dress. I don't like the ankle straps around the ankles. I do not like the hair of the jewelry. Everything about this is wrong.
I think you need a cigarette break. I think you're being really mean to her. I think she looks like a confection, like a lovely, sweet piece of candy. You don't see that?
It's a beautiful dude.
Real Housewife of Orange County?
Real Housewife of San Bernardino. Rancho Cucamonga, maybe.
Oh.
I do like the color
Okay.
of the shoes.
I think it's a toot.
Boot.
Feathers, more feathers. There are some bald fucking birds in the world because of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, I believe. Feathers are expensive. They're not those cheap, you know, thin boas from Claire's. If you wear those boas, I'm sorry, they're not very expensive and they look cheap. So these are expensive boas and they look very nice on her, and I love the gold sequins. I think she looks great.
It's a little more non-conventional as far as the usage of the gold sequin and the feather boa.
It's so easy to just stick feathers on your hair when, you know, maybe you should be wearing it more brilliantly on the body, you know?
Yes.
Like, I love it. I think the tassels are lovely. It'd be a great moment on stage to twirl those little tassels around.
To me, it almost looks like a feminized version of the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz. Is that supposed to be a tail hanging off her shoulder with the, you know, the fur at the end, the tufts of fur? I don't know.
I think she's good. I think it's a toot.
Two toots. Our top two of the week is...
I love this look. We could have easily picked one of the beautiful dresses that showed up on the runway this week, but this one was so fucking off the wall. I just loved it so much. I'm in love with it.
I think this is actually a very beautiful dress. It's got a huge bump under it. It's beautiful.
Trend alert.
Eleganza. Gowns, the house downs. We will see you next week with an all-new episode of Fashion Photo Review.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
And don't forget to subscribe to WOWPresents.